everyone, it's Kathy, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can make a macrame wall hanging using beginner-friendly knots. All you're going to need is a 12-inch dowel rod or a piece of driftwood or a stick from your yard. Anything like that will work great for this project. We're also going to need to cut some rope to make this wall hanging. So the rope I used today is a 5mm single-stranded twisted cotton cord. I cut 8 ropes 8 feet long and 24 ropes 28 inches long. And that is all you need to be able to make this project. Let's get started. Start by attaching 4 ropes to the left side of your dowel rod with a larkset knot. So take each of those cords and fold them evenly in half. Now with these 4 ropes, we're going to begin tying square knots. I'm going to start with the 4 ropes on the far left and tie 1 square knot. I will be making right-facing square knots. Now repeat the same square knot with the 4 cords on the right side. Now we're going to tie 1 alternating square knot using the 4 cords in the middle. Now we're going to repeat a row of 2 more square knots starting with the 4 cords on the left. Now we go back to using the 4 cords in the middle to make that alternating square knot. Okay, so we're just going to keep repeating this square knot pattern, moving down our ropes until we have reached the desired length. Okay, so once you have tied 11 rows of these square knots, starting from the top, you should have exactly 11 square knots. What I want you to do is to cut 4 more ropes and attach them to the right side of your dowel rod and repeat the exact same pattern. Once you have both of these sections complete, they should look identical. And now it's time to connect the sections together. So take the far 2 right cords from your left section and the far 2 left cords from your right section, and we're going to tie these together with a square knot. going to do a little bit of an overlapping square knot. So what I mean by this is we're going to skip all of these ropes here in the middle, and I'm going to take the two next cords here from this last square knot, and then the two cords from the last square knot here on the left. And I'm going to combine these to make another square knot that overlaps in front of all those center cords. Just like that. So you'll notice your ropes overlap and your square knot is right below that first one we just used to connect the sections together. Now I'm going to take the two cords all the way on the far left, and then the two left cords from that last square knot we just formed, and I'm going to combine these together with another square knot. Repeat this on the right. So take those right cords from that one square knot in the middle, and then the two cords all the way on the very far right, and we're just connecting them with a square knot. Just be patient while you form your square knots to make sure that they line up evenly in a row. Now we're going to take those four cords in the middle, okay, the ones on that top layer, and we're going to tie one more square knot with these four cords. Now I'm going to take this cord here on the far left, and I'm going to point it down diagonal and to the right and tie 3 double half hitch knots. And I'm just going to follow this little line right here that my square knots formed. Now I'm going to take the cord on the far right and point this one down diagonal to the left and tie 3 double half hitch knots with the remaining 3 cords. Now I'm just going to connect those 2 rows of double half hitch knots together by tying on the leading rope to the other leading rope with another double half hitch knot. Now I'm going to form just a teeny tiny diamond design right below this last set of double half hitch knots. So I'm going to take that leading rope that came down from the right, and I'm going to tie one more double half hitch knot with the rope to the left. Now I'm going to do the same with the leading rope that came down from the left. I'm going to take the next cord on the right and tie another double half hitch knot. Now I'm going to take that same leading rope that's here on the left, and I'm going to point it back down and to the right, and again tie that one double half hitch knot with the cord next to it. The right side then points towards the left, and I tie a double half hitch knot with that working cord next to it. And I just connect these leading ropes together with another double half hitch knot. Just like that. So now our two sections are complete with a beautiful design connecting them together. Now our next step is to start adding in fringe to the outer little cords here on the square knots, okay? So I'm going to take those extra pieces of cords that are about 28 inches long, and I'm just going to attach them to these outer ropes with reverse lark's head knots. And I like to start from the bottom and go bottom to top. Okay, so I just take that rope, fold it evenly in half, and attach it with a reverse lark's head knot. Just like that. So as you can see, we just filled in some of that empty space by adding some fun fringe, which just helps make the wall hanging more full and more fun as well. So just go ahead and repeat the exact same process on the right side. And I've been doing 2 cords per section. And there we go. So this is what it will look like once you add your fringe to the other side. Now the very final step is to just take your scissors and trim any ends that need to be trimmed to make this the desired length and to make it a cohesive piece that looks even and neat. And there we go. Our macrame wall hanging is now complete. So I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching.